Alright, let's try once again to make it out of here alive. Personally, I don't hold out much hope. And depending how comedically awful this goes... Wow, where the heck did I end up? Depending how comedically terrible this goes, you may not even hear this part of the narration. I may end up cutting it into a montage of me getting killed repeatedly. Well, at least the sun's coming up. Damn it! Bony asshole. Really? Well, good. You guys kill each other. I'm just gonna hang out here until you die of fire. Did you drop anything good? Well, I have some bones. That'll be super useful. Well, at least the path appears to be clear now toward my shelter. And I haven't started starving to death yet, so that's probably a good sign. Ah, of course, these blocks are where that creeper exploded that one time. Arrows! Well, if I ever come up with a bow, that'll be great. Of course, what I really want to come up with before anything else is sheep, so I can have a bed and set my respawn point, so we don't have to go through this comedy of errors again. See, I don't see anything down there waiting to kill me. Okay. And of course, I also have an inventory bag waiting for me at my first death point. Which, I guess I wasn't carrying anything too great, but at this early stage of the game, I don't really want to lose any resource advantages I had built up. Alright. And this time when I make it back to my shelter, I probably won't have things lurking around outside waiting to kill me anyway. Okay, so I'm going to head over to my death point, which is by the little pond with the sugar cane. Which should be a safe enough trip for me. Okay, here's the water. Ah, there's my death bag. And a little bit of my experience. That's good. Tiny a little bit. Okay, now with the inventory saver bag, you have to shift and right click. And then, oh, this has been updated. Cool. Now it's less confusing. Because before there was an S button, which I couldn't figure out for the life of me what it was supposed to do. Alright, so I got all my stuff back. Enchanted arrows. That's different. Oh, that's from one of the mods I have installed. Okay. I'm probably going to have to try to change that config file so that the skeletons don't appear with enchanted arrows, because that's bullshit. Alright, I'm going to... I have my apples, right? Yeah. Okay, so... I'm going to eat an apple. and then take another little walk and try to find some sheep. Get out of the water, thank you. Because really at this point, as you might understand, it's become very important to me to have a bed. Free-range pumpkins. Oh wait, that's not uncommon, it's the melons that are normally hard to get. Those appear naturally in jungle-related biomes in Highlands. So I'm sure once I find one of those, I will eventually come across some free-range melons. Okay, there's a little river, and looks like some stuff may be hiding in the tree line on the other side of the coast. Sure. Oceans have coasts, rivers have shores. Okay, let's approach this carefully. Ish. Take a look around. Wrong direction. Ah, yeah, there's a zombie over there. Actually, there's a couple zombies over there, so I want to be careful if I head in that direction. Alright, there's some life signs over there, so I guess we'll ford the river. Because I have no caulk to float across with. Oregon Trail. I've heard there's some Oregon Trail maps for Minecraft. I think that might be fun to try sometime. Chickens, of course. Is this an ocean? Of course it's an ocean. I hate finding ocean within a few hundred meters of my spawn point. Especially when the opposite direction is a mountain range. Yeah, I'm probably not finding anything but chickens over here. Wait. Sheep! Get my shears. Stay right there, sheep. I hear more also. Okay, maybe not punch the sheep with the shears. You son of a bitch. I do hear more, though. Unless the sound of the sheep is just glitching and that's making it sound like it's, distant. Okay, so if there's anything, it must be back this way. Yes, I'm eating an apple at that tree. Find something. If there's one sheep around, there has to be more. See, that's just the one that I sheared a minute ago. Apparently most of what's around here is chickens, though. Still, I'm hopeful. I'm sure that'll pass shortly, though. Like a mighty bowel movement. I guess I'll head for that little cluster, but that's probably more chickens. Now, if only you could craft feathers into a block of wool. It would make, well, to be fair, crafting string into wool doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. Or at least not blocks of wool. If they had, like, yarn, I could kind of see that as making sense. You know, take the string and spin it into yarn. But, no, just, you know, getting a block of wool out of several pieces of string. I'm glad for that mechanic when it's necessary, such as it's becoming now. But I'm not going to pretend that it's very logical. But that's Minecraft for you. Come on, there has to be another sheep around here. There we go. Hello, sheep. I wish I would have found you in the first place. You just gave me 4 wool. No, you gave me 3 wool. I have a total of 4 now, which is more than I need. Alright, so now I get to make a mad dash for my base before it becomes monster o'clock. Fortunately, I have not only a waypoint there, but several death points in the vicinity to act as my guidepost. So let's make a wide circle around the bad things that are just popping up under the trees because the game hates you. And me in particular. And we're back in cow territory. Okay, so first order of business is to make a bed, place it into our little cave, and sleep when night falls. There's our mountain home. And a little cave. We're not going down in there right now. No. Let's see. It must be getting close to sunset. I can't see the sun in the sky. Although my field of vision is not exactly expansive. Well, I guess from here it is. Let's see, that's east. But the sun sets behind the mountains, so of course I'm not going to be able to see that very easily. Need some more plank first. Considering all of the logs I have, it won't hurt to make a large selection of planks. There, now I have a bed. And I will throw away some saplings to keep it. Alright. Actually, while I'm here, and I have wood to spare, make a door. Because that's probably going to become a long-term living space. So the birch can go away, and that can go back into inventory. Well, this isn't going to become long-term living space, but it's going to be in use long enough that it'll be worth keeping a door instead of just losing my train of thought entirely like just happened. Instead of just blocking it up with random blocks as needed. Ugh, you son of a bitch. Okay, let's try to aim more carefully this time. Fine. Just whatever. Don't care. I have a door. I'm secure. No, I don't know why I put a torch there when I have one right there, but I just have this thing where I have to put a torch next to a door. Okay. We are safe and secure inside the little hole in the mountain. So I think I'm actually going to chop out a little bit of extra space in here. Because my inventory's full, so I'm going to set down a chest anyway, so I might as well make myself a little bit more space in here. I'm not expecting to live here over the long term, but I'm probably going to be in this area for a little while at least. I am still using the city generator mod in this playthrough, but I went through and changed some configuration settings for it, among which is the rate of incidence, how often they will generate in the world, and I turned that down pretty far, so we're not going to be running into them very often. And that's mostly because the the dungeons that you find in like the ruined sandstone city are kind of easy to circumvent once you learn the trick, and the treasure that's provided in return is honestly, it's a little bit, overpowered. It's a little unbalanced, especially if you get to it early on in the playthrough. So I kind of voluntarily am doing without that advantage right this minute. I'm sure, I have no doubt that I will find a walled city in relatively short order, especially if I just pick one direction and start walking, as is my custom. Um, but for right now, it's not going to generate in the mountains regardless, and I'll probably have to go some distance in the forest before I find it. Let's make a couple of chests so I can get some of this crap out of my inventory. Then we're going to sleep, and I'm going to end the episode there. Throw out the sticks temporarily. That'll do. Okay, move all the log up there. All the sapling. Don't need to carry that or that or that. When it gets to be daytime again, I will probably go out and pick up the furnace at least. I might leave the extended or the extended crafting bench outside. I don't need the shears on me. Actually, this inventory organization stuff is stuff I can do off camera too. So I'm gonna plant a torch up here because it bothers me, and sleep.